everyone, I'm Jason Ashdown, co-founder and chief sustainability officer for Skyline Group of Companies. Today I'm joined by Tyler Balding, director of business development for Skyline Energy, to talk about one of Skyline's funds, Skyline Clean Energy Fund, or SCEF as we know it internally. Welcome, Tyler.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
SCEF is one of our investment funds and is a portfolio of clean energy producing assets, such as solar fields, rooftop solar, and biogas facilities. It is one of the most powerful ways that Skyline is contributing to a better future. So Tyler, before we get into some of the details about SCEF, could you give me some background and insights on Canada's clean energy sector?
Yeah, absolutely. In Canada, we're blessed to have a whole bunch of natural resources. The clean energy sector is really encompassing wind, solar, biogas, hydro energy, and others. The sector contributes roughly $36.7 billion annually in revenues and is expected to grow by 58% by 2030, which is an enormous amount. Job-wise, we have somewhere around 400,000 jobs in the clean energy sector today, and it's supposed to grow to almost 650,000 in 2030. The demand for energy is increasing every year. We see that through the transition with electric vehicles, and utilities are struggling to keep up with that new energy demand. And so the clean energy sector is really stepping up to fill that void and that gap.
Makes great sense for it to be a strong asset class for our investors to consider in their portfolio.
That's where SCEF falls in, right? We're an investment vehicle that is trying to step up and do what's right by investing in solid assets that cash flow for our investors at the same time.
Does SCEF plan to integrate renewable energy in any new ways across the other asset classes that we currently own and operate?
With our biogas facilities, one in Ontario and one in Alberta now, we're looking to ways to take the waste that we have at those locations, whether it be the apartment REIT or the industrial REIT or the retail REIT, use that waste and not only benefit those REITs in those locations, but also make money on the back end with our biogas facilities, convert that waste to energy that we sell. Further to that, there's also the energy side. With our solar projects, we continue to look at opportunities to add solar at locations that are across a group of companies to, one, reduce those costs internally, but also to our tenants. So they have a benefit too, reduce the CO2 levels, and then SCEF has further assets that they're bringing to the portfolio. So it's a win-win across the board for a group of companies and our tenants and our investors.
What's the future hold for your organization and ours as a collective?
Well, the future is essentially now in energy. We're seeing it all over the world, but in Ontario, for example, the operator, the IESO, has recognized that they're going to have a huge energy gap in the near future here, and that really drives from electrification and transportation, right? There's a huge demand that's required, and as population grows and densities of major urban areas grow, they need more power. And so the clean energy market's going to step in and really take a huge chunk of that new demand.
Those systems will always be needed by the government moving forward.
That's right, and that's a big part of how this fund operates. As the feed-in tariff contracts from the government of Ontario expire, we're going to have tons of options on where that power can go next. To the building that's below that solar project potentially, or to the neighbors down the street, or to the community 10 kilometers away. And so the options are going to be endless for SCEF and those assets in the future. It's a very exciting future for us as we continue to add more distributed assets across Canada and Ontario, and so we can pair them together and leverage the locations that we own.
To find out more about our sustainability initiatives and check out our sustainability plan, you can find it at skylinegroupofcompanies.ca/sustainability. Thanks for watching.